what I'm saying? Like, I'm still learning everything. Like, I want to be like a mastermind. Like, I want to know every situation.
2 of his homies snitched on him, while 2 of his friends in the industry turned their backs on him.
So I'm letting this group come by. Next thing you know, it hit me.
I heard Durk was his mama and his auntie.
One of his ops has been telling on him in interviews. The number of people turning on the OTF boss is growing, and you won't believe some of the people on this list. Lil Reese is among the only surviving and successful Chicago's rappers repping Black Disciples. When word got out that Durkio had been arrested, everyone thought that Lil Reese would post Durk like other Chicago rappers. However, he hasn't shown direct support for the OTF leader. Instead, he posted a photo of himself in jail with Durk's song Love for the Streets. Word on the streets is that Lil Reese and Durk are not on good terms. According to Chicago rapper King Yella, Durk was sleeping with Lil Reese's mom and aunt.
You know, Reese's mama bad, right? I heard Durk was his mama and his auntie.
No.
But that's not the only reason the two fell out. It turns out Durk had once called Reese a rat for going on a podcast and revealing some street business. Reese had gone on Cam Capone and revealed that he and Durk had robbed someone.
I was just shooting dice and won all my money. I came back on the block. I couldn't get all the other guys because I knew they wasn't gonna want to do it with me. So I told Durk, like, come with me, grab a gun. He asked, like, what we finna do? I ain't telling him what we was finna do. So when we got to the barber shop, I made him rob this and we took my money back that I had lost in the dice game.
According to the interviewer, Durk unfollowed Reese after the interview dropped when I interviewed Reese.
When I interviewed Reese, he told a story about how him and Durk robbed some guys. Lil Durk unfollowed Lil Reese after this story came out.
With both Reese behind bars, everyone would expect him to come out in clear support for Durkio. But it seems their beef might be getting in the way, and the Chicago rapper has had his fair share of legal troubles. It all began in September of this year when reports emerged that Lil Reese was wanted by authorities in Texas. The charges stemmed from an alleged incident at a Houston nightclub where he was accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend. This accusation set off a chain of events that would see the rapper embroiled in a legal quagmire. Despite the serious nature of these allegations, Lil Reese's attorney was quick to refute the claim. He publicly stated that his client vehemently denied the accusations and was eager to clear his name in court. However, the legal troubles did not end there. In July, Lil Reese found himself in the spotlight once again when he was arrested in Los Angeles. This time, the charges were related to an alleged misconduct, although he was released on a $100,000 bail shortly thereafter. Fast forward to October 16th, when Lil Reese's legal woes took another dramatic turn. According to a post by DJ Academics, the rapper was arrested once more, this time on charges of alleged aggravated assault. Legal documents shared on social media reveal that he was booked on this serious charge, which carries the potential for a 5 to 10-year prison sentence if convicted. In the midst of the chaos, the rapper took to his Instagram story to share a heartfelt message about the impact of his situation on his family life. "Damn, I'm effed to miss my daughters," he wrote. But he isn't the only Chicago rapper who betrayed Lil Durk after his arrest, because it turns out Chief Keef bought a chain worth $500,000 after Durk was arrested and is yet to post any message of support to the OTF boss.
Man, Chief Keef bought, same day Durk went to jail, up to $500,000 new chain.
This isn't the only time Keef has been on the spot for failing to show a homie support. Turns out that the first time Durk and Sosa had a falling out, he had gone and bought a dirt bike instead of bailing out Durk. Mayor Katrina Thompson weeks before he was arrested. Durkio had been honored near his hometown for his work with his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. Having been an active advocate for change in Chicago, Cook County, Illinois, for his work in the community, decided that it was time his efforts were recognized and awarded the rapper multiple keys to the city, including Village of Broadview and Village of Wood. "So we thank you and we honor you and we appreciate you being in the Village of Broadview. And here's your key," Mayor Katrina Thompson typed in a Facebook post that Durk had signed a partnership agreement with his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation to create kaleidoscope zones to work with students from both communities to help support sustainability projects in Broadview and Bellwood. While many people congratulated Durk for his work in the community being recognized, others found it Hard to ignore the violence and gang culture in his music, however, Durk was adamant about his lifestyle changes and his growth over the last few years, especially his conversion to Islam. Despite his positive changes in his life, he was arrested, and that's when the very people who awarded him the keys to the city took them back. Mayor Katrina Thompson took to Facebook to announce the city's decision to take the key back. While the American system of justice grants everyone the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law in the village of Broadview, the court of public opinion of residents has even higher moral and ethical standards of behavior, and our public partners must also reflect the same uncompromising standards demanded by our residents. Given the news that Lil Durk has been arrested in Florida and charged with murder for hire, the village of Broadview is withdrawing our honorary key to the village granted to Durk and is terminating our partnership agreement with his youth organization Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. As mayor, protecting Broadview's interests and upholding the values of residents is job number one. The mayor wrote, according to fans, the mayor was throwing Durk under the bus and confirming that he was guilty even before the rapper appeared in court. It seems that mayor didn't want to be associated with the rapper, which would have affected her public image. Quando Rondo. When Quando Rondo broke his silence on Durk's arrest, fans thought that he did a noble gesture. What they don't realize is that the rapper threw Durk under the bus and seemed to confirm that the charges against Durk were true. Quando Rondo offered a surprising perspective that fans never saw coming. The Georgia rapper started preaching a message of forgiveness and positivity, urging his peers to leave behind the violence that has claimed so many lives after Durk's arrest. The rapper dropped the track Life Goes On, where he raps about his decision to leave behind the violence and focus on religion. In the song, he raps beefing with the same color on my skin, same color of the hammer, young around here, beefing about the color of abandon. That's why I put my flag down and I picked up a Quran. Because life goes on. Quando Rondo also put out a public statement that took many by surprise. Taking to Instagram, he shared a message of forgiveness and healing, urging his peers to move past the violence and focus on building a better future. His words resonated with many, offering glimmer of hope in an otherwise tumultuous situation. We didn't get into this music industry to make it just to stay caught up in street __. Quando Rondo wrote, we all have families and communities counting on us. It's time to leave all that behind. We've already lost so much, and it's heavy on my heart to forgive anyone I had issues with in the past. It's all love for me, praying for everyone. The post read, fans figured that he was talking about Durk, and for him to say that he had forgiven him means that he knows Durk is guilty. OTF Jam. By now, everyone has heard of OTF Jam and his alleged bizarre case of betrayal. But for anyone who's been living under a rock, he's the dude Lil Durk and the OTF gang, and for allegedly wearing a wire to record OTF members confessing to crimes. The news about Jam was first broken by a famous Chicago G.D. rapper called King Yella on his social media.
But I heard somebody named OTF Jam, they said they've been calling him a rat, and basically he said, okay, I'm a rat. Well, watch this.
Since Yella is an OTF op, there was wide speculation that he was just trying to stir up controversy. However, what a lot of people on the internet don't know, OTF Jam broke his silence over the allegations, and that's when fans knew something was up. The OTF affiliate took to his social media to put the record straight and told the world to stop accusing him of biting the cheese unless they saw his name on police paperwork. Casey J. Hester, aka OTF Jam, is my artist's real name. Until you see that name on the paperwork, don't at me, he postponed. The situation at OTF worsened after none of the OTF affiliates co-signed Jam. No one tried to have his back, even though they were all on the internet screaming free Durk, while OTF Jam went a step further and accused Dario of snitching on him. He first revealed that Durkio snitched on him on a track, calling me a rat or a snitch, but rapping snitch on themselves. All the time he posted, Jam was talking about the track Back Again, where Durk WS Jam, get out that Jam, I give him 50, ain't got to ask again. He was catching murders way back then. That's when the max was in it. Turns out OTF Jam had been released in February 2022 after doing 12 years for attempted murder. The OTF affiliate had also confirmed that Durk had given him $50K when he got out of jail.
50, bro. You know what I'm saying? But so, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, we ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight. Like,
Turns out that after the feds heard Durk rapping about Jam catching bodies, they were onto him waiting for him to make a mistake and take him back to jail. Who he snitched on me on a song, police all up on me after that. Oh, he catching murders, let's get him. Jam posted word on the street is that Jam was hit with weapons charges and was looking at going back to jail for another long period. However, one man had the power to help him. Durk. Jam put all his faith in Durk, since he had kept him straight when he was in jail, and even when he got out, going as far as to buy him a car and a house.
That he made a threat towards Durk. I've been holding you down because I heard you say something about like his baby mama called Durk for a lawyer, and Durk may have like brushed it off, and they're like, yo, you're not supposed to brush off my call when I need something. Like, I'm the guy who does the Durk.
Maybe Durk should have taken better care of his shooters. Brick Baby's betrayal is bizarre and was revealed by one of his ops. Whack 100 Whack revealed that according to the indictment, one or more co-conspirators, including co-conspirator 4, learned that Quando Rondo was visiting California and staying in a hotel in It seems like co-conspirator 4 was the one dropping Q's locations. If you go in there and look at that report, number 4 is a local guy that was dropping Quando Do's locations according to Whack. The world thought that the shooting in Atlanta that almost killed Quando Rondo and saw the rapper cousin die was a drug deal going bad between Armenians or Persians.
All thought that was a bad drug deal, weed deal. You know that. The world thought that shooting was a bad weed deal between some Armenians or Persians. That's what the world thought.
However, in February 2023, Brick Baby went on social media and declared that no one can say that OTF didn't slide.
And it wasn't until February of 2023 that Brick Baby goes on the internet with Flacco and says, out of nowhere, the world is oblivious to this. I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von anymore.
In the said video, Brick Baby revealed that OTF had slid for Vow because they had taken out Quando Rondo's cousin. But this isn't the only time Brick Baby told the world about their hit, because he hopped on a track and spilled the beans in the track. Not enough he waps, he was Durk and trying to hit. Now he in a blunt. We dropped the 100 shots. Go dig your partner up in another part. He raps the last one. We turned into a pack. We got 1 million plus. Now this is where things get interesting, because it turns out when the feds heard Brick Baby saying that they went after him, March the feds, get on Brick. We don't know this. When Brick got picked up by the feds, everyone thought he had caught a gun charge. However, it was soon discovered that they wanted his cell phone.
The presumption that it's an AK-47 case. But what really happened was they came there to get his cell phone.
But there's more to this, because after the shooting, the feds told Quando Rondo that the gang that he was repping, the Rolling 60s Crips, had set him up. What you think? The police told Quando that the Rolling 60s set him up. It turns out Brick Baby and Quando Rondo were repping the same gang, and when Quando landed in Atlanta, he checked in with his gang for protection. It's kind of clear that Brick Baby might have dropped Q's location to his ops, because after the shooting, the Savannah rapper took to social media to denounce his gang, claiming that they didn't have his back. OTF Boa. OTF Boa's story is wild and very fishy, because the man was sentenced to 8 years for some serious charges, but only served 15 months in jail. Known for his unwavering loyalty, Boa has often been described as Lil Durk's mud brother. OTF Boa, whose real name is Michael L. Golden, is also rumored to serve as Durk's muscle. In a viral video from earlier this year, he was seen protecting Durk from a fan who got a little too close to the rapper during a festival performance. But being close to Durk didn't get him out of the streets, because Boo's life took a dramatic turn in March 2021, when he became embroiled in a violent incident at Cumberland Mall in Atlanta, Georgia. Boa was detained on 4 felony charges of aggravated assault with intent to murder following a violent incident at the mall. The shooting occurred in the mall's parking lot, where Boa allegedly exited an SUV and opened fire on another vehicle. The chaotic exchange of gunfire left 4 individuals injured, including a 6-year-old boy who was hit by a stray bullet. Despite the severity of the situation, all victims survived their injuries. Buona's connection to the crime was established after he dropped his phone at the scene, which led to a search warrant and the discovery of social media activity linking him to the shooting. Alongside Boa, 3 other individuals, Karanji Rejava Harris and Deason Powell, were arrested and faced charges related to guns and drugs. In August 2022, OTF Boa was sentenced to 8 years in jail for a different case in Illinois, where he was charged with possession of a firearm by a felon. And this is where Buona's story gets crazy, because despite the serious charges he was facing, he was released in November 2023, having served only 15 months in jail. Did he betray Durk for his freedom? Or was he being set up by the feds to help them catch Durk? Whatever it is, it's fishy. And he still has the Atlanta case hanging over his head. FBG Butter has been on a roll exposing Durk. According to him, the OTF boss was responsible for the death of his homie FBG Duck after Duck was shot and killed. The feds revealed that King Val may have put out a $100,000 bounty for Duck to be killed. Turns out there was a rat in Oblak working with the feds, who revealed that the one who paid for the hit rewarded the killers with custom-made Oblak chains